And then you have to speak for 2 minutes.
Yes.
It might be
I
tough.
think very short time to make a good prepare to answer the cue card.
Sure, sure. I totally understand. Yes, yes, I totally understand your point. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think Franklin also managed to come. Hi, Franklin. Hello.
Hello, Miss Alena.
Nice to meet you again. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to see you, all of you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, welcome, guys. Okay, after you, I think you started seeing my screen. Yeah, I think you can see my screen now, can't you?
Yes, I can, Miss.
Yes, I can see in the screen.
Okay, let's go through the checklist. So when we talk about people, as usual, we need to use an opener or like so-called forwards. Remember, forward. So you say who this person, where this person, where you've met this person, and when. So these are your forwards. You need to talk, provide some background. May I ask someone to mute yourself, everyone, because I think you may not focus like that, or maybe different to focus. I hear some background noises. Didik, I will mute you for time being. Okay, if you need to say something, please let me know. So, and then we need to answer the question by paraphrasing. So it's important that you paraphrase. Of course, this skill you will develop in time. So if you're asked to talk about someone you know and admire, you can say, "Well, I'm really fond of someone. I'm really fond of my mom." So instead of saying admire, you can say fond of. Okay, or I look up to my mom. So this is called paraphrasing, guys. To look up, to be fond of means like to admire this person. And you'd better use paraphrasing. You need to use different tenses and structures because if you use only present simple, usually when we describe a person, not always, but usually when we describe a person, we use present simple tense, but you need to use variety of simple tenses like I think Franklin remembers what present tenses we can use.
Present perfect.
Which ones? Present perfect, right. You can use also present perfect tense. I have known my friends since, and then you say since when? Since childhood, for example. Cool, yeah, so you need to use some present perfect tenses. If you can insert present perfect continuous tenses, that will be even better. So not better, but it's also going to be great. Present continuous is also used here, but usually present simple, I guess, and present perfect will be a perfect match here, guys. Okay, and you need to include fluency markers and linking words. Again, fluency markers and linking words, so you need some connectors. You need to connect your story. First, second, finally, etc. Yeah, so you need to use some linkers. And you need to use some less common vocabulary. By less common vocabulary, I mean, I remember I have provided you some adjectives like spiffing, abysmal, this sort of. And I also provide you some idioms from time to time, actually. Almost every lesson, we start with vocabulary and some idioms you come across, and also some phrasal verbs: to get up, to set up, to get out, to wake up. So these are like phrasal verbs, and it's really great if you can use phrasal verbs in IELTS speaking. Okay? So we are going to stick to that checklist for now on. Yeah, and I think that's yeah. So how we are going to take a note, because you will have a 1 minute to prepare your answer, and you shouldn't write full sentences. If you start writing full sentences without knowing, your time will be up, and you will hear an examiner saying, okay, you may start speaking now. So do not write full sentences. Write the keywords across each question. So you have who, when, where, types of questions. So write keywords across each of the question. You could write a person in, also if you want to, you can write a person in the middle. Let's say mom, my mom, I'm going to talk about my mom. So you can make a mind map. You write mom in the middle. If you want, I can just maybe demonstrate what a mind map. Let me open the whiteboard. Does anyone know what a mind map? What is it? Okay, then I'm gonna show. So here I have an example for you. For example, if, an examiner may ask you to talk about a person you admire, and you can talk about your mom. You can say, I have known plus details to remember to use present perfect tense, so that you will know, you will make the forwards, the introduction, and you will make it make yourself remember that in the introduction, it's a good opportunity for you to use present perfect, so you won't forget it. So I have known my mom since, I mean, of course you know her since your birth, obviously, and you will add some details here. So it will be just, I mean, don't leave it here, write details, but you can simply write details, just to keep in mind that you need to add some details here. You don't need to, if you know what details you are going to write, maybe you can tell a short story. They're not even not a story, because you won't have enough time, but some episode, I would say 1 to 2 details that you're going to talk about. You can take notes here, or just write a plus and details. Then what you need to say is patient. For example, I think that my mom is patient, and then I write the plus and examples. As I'm going to provide here some example, like actions where she demonstrated this feature. Then I can say that my mom is considerate, so she's caring, and I will write a plus with an example. So actions where she demonstrates it again. So what actions you can also write in your life you can recall to mind that help you demonstrate her feature. She's positive or optimistic. Let me accept the student. I will show you the mind map. Don't worry, I didn't forget about it. Alpha. Hello, Alpha. Welcome. Hi. Hi, dear. Welcome. Maybe she couldn't join. We'll see. Oh, no, she's here. Hi, Alpha. Welcome. We just started. Don't worry, dear. So, yeah. I'm telling Alpha how to take notes, okay? So you start, if it's your mom, you start with how you know this person and give some details. Then you need to talk about the person's characteristics, their features. So my mom is patient, considerate, positive, and to each of these characteristics, you need to give some examples. You can say, believe it or not, but even when she has some difficult times, she faces them really optimistically, and she sees the full glass, not the empty glass. A role model at the end, for example, if you need to say why this person, you admire this person, if you need to explain it, as a final part, in conclusion, you can say, she is my role model. So you write down a role model here, so you don't forget it. And on the same, you can write also some idioms here on the same wavelength. Get on well, it's also a great idiom. And you can also write a plus and emotions and your takeaways from that story that you were talking about, or you're going to talk about, better to say. So emotions are idioms for emotions. Instead of saying happy, sad, tickled pink, and things like that you can say. So, and how it will look in a map. For instance, I'll try to demonstrate you now. That's my Jamboard, and in the middle, I'm gonna write mom. And then, so I can write, let's say, I can add, let's say, 5 questions or 4, we'll see. And you have your questions. Yes, who actually, but yeah, you have your answer, but this is important for introduction part as well. Let's say where you can say, but you can use for an introduction. I'd better use, I got it. I'd better use the text so that you can see it better. Can you see the board, by the way, guys? Can you see it?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can, miss.
Okay, cool. Very good. So text, just a second. So who, let's say your mom, obviously, yes, but you can give some details here. Next, remember, for our story, we usually answer these questions: where and when. Where and when. Better write it here, when. This helps you introduce your story. This helps you introduce the story. Then what other questions we have? Let's check the questions here. Admire. Describe a person who, let me find. Describe a person who you admire. Okay. Who he or she is, how you know him. This is all comes to the first part, guys. Who, when, where, how you know also goes to that part. And then what? What characteristics part? What characteristics? Let's write this here. What question? You can write this now, guys, if you'd like to try it, because you will start speaking soon. So follow me, take some notes and write what I'm writing now. So it will really ease your preparation. Once you get it, it will be much easier for you. And the next question, explain why you admire. So why question. You are not allowed to write on the you're not allowed to write on the card that examiner is providing you, so you will have to write all these things on a piece of paper. And if you have something more to add here, you can. I mean, if something else if another question comes up, you can write another question that comes up. I will just leave it blank for now on, okay? And this is called a mind map, and now we're going to fill it in. With my examples. Let's say my mom is in the middle. In order not to forget it, I will write this phrase. Just a second. To whom I will write this phrase. When and where? Well, this question is quite, I mean, not really appropriate here, because obviously where and when you know your mom, since you were born, but you can give some more details, okay? I don't know. She's been there for me. So just an opening, some opening. She's been there for me even since my birth, and she's been by my side supporting me. And then you can start describing her. So let's check. 1. Patient plus example. Whatever example you have, you'll write to what part. You'll write patient plus an example. Then you will write considerate, an example. Your number 2. And the last one. Usually 3 adjectives is enough, and they will help you also to structure your thoughts. So you can say firstly, secondly, thirdly, or finally. So you will see that you will need to introduce each of them with some connectors, with some linking words. Someone is knocking. Just let me. Angelina. Hi, Angelina. Welcome. Hello. Hello. And at the end, why? I can write all of this, copy and paste. Angelina, if you can hear me, check your microphone. Angelina, can you hear me?
Check.
Hi, dear. Welcome, welcome. So I'm telling the students, explaining how to take notes when you're preparing for IELTS speaking part 2. You have to describe a person, and this is the way you can take some notes. So you will have a mind map. So for each question, you will have 1 or 2 words only, and it will be easier for you to handle that that activity, that part 2 activity. Also, here another example. If you don't want to talk about your mom, you can talk about someone else, about your colleague at work. You can say, who is it? It's my colleague at work. He's a born leader. It's his characteristics. He has entrepreneurial skills. He's determined. He's charismatic and charming. You can use these words. He is well respected. And so why you like him? He is inspirational, so he inspires you, and he is a positive role model for you. So that's the way you can handle it as well. So you can just simply write like in a list if you'd like to. If you find mind mapping a little bit too complex for you, it's fine. You can just write, take a note like this. But basically what is suggested here, you need to write. You usually don't write verbs, but you need to focus on nouns, pronouns, and adjectives. So this is what is suggested. So you're not going to, and of course you're going to use complex words, guys. Don't say nice and happy. So this is your time. So remember, try to recall to mind some substitutions for happy, sad, nice, and fine. Don't try these words. They are too basic. You need to use your time efficiently. So if these words, you will not forget these words anyway. So you need to take a note of the things that you may forget. So idioms, phrasal verbs, for example, again, that like I showed you. Useful grammar can be like have known, yeah. And usually we write nouns, adverbs like he, she, and adjectives. And this is how we take notes. Okay, guys? Do you have any questions now? Because my part is over and I'm going to give you a stage now. Do you have any questions? Okay. Was everything clear?
Yes, Angelina, do you want to ask something to Alena? Yes, probably the microphones, probably.
Yeah, Angelina, you can click on mic. So if you have any questions, since you came a little bit late, I can maybe recap some things for you. Okay. If no questions, then let's just move on to practice, guys. I send you your question. This is your question. Describe a person you admire. I gave you an example how you can take the notes. You should say who he or she is, how you know him or her, what characteristics this person has, and explain why you admire this person. So now, guys, I have just sent it. If you can find this question here, you can see it probably, can't you? Okay, and I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare your answer. Okay, guys. So take some notes now. It's your time to take notes. Clear? Are we all set? Dick, are you taking notes? Franklin?
Yes, I prepare.
You're preparing. Okay, Franklin, are you? Alpha, Franklin, Angelina?
This means I try
Yes,
to.
I am. And I'm preparing also.
Okay, very good. Angelina, take some notes. Your question is sent to you in the meeting chat. Open the chat and start preparing. 1 minute, go. Can show you my mind map meanwhile. Your time is up. Your time is up. Did you write everything what's needed? Did you have enough time to write everything what's needed to take good notes? Okay. All right. Who would like to start?
Maybe Mr. Franklin first.
Mr. Franklin, are you ready? Would you like to
Yes,
be
I
the
am.
first one?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. All right. So you may start speaking now.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, yes, I can hear your voice,
Yes.
but
Okay.
I can't see you.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can't see you.
Okay. So I just turn off my camera. Is it okay, Miss, for this
Well,
time?
okay, sure.
Okay. So I will start. Today I would like to talk about the person that I admired, who is my wife, and she was my schoolmate, and I meet her donkey years ago. It's about in the year of 1998, and when we was in the same school, and also she's my church, the same church member. She was my junior in high school, and well, when I saw her, she was playing a good piano because she's talented in music. I really admire her at the time, and I want to be her boyfriend at the time. And I asked her to would you like to be my girlfriend at the time, and she said yes. And my relationship built up at the time from junior high school until I got married. And right now we have to manage financial things in families. And I think she's a rational person because she's wise to manage all the expenses, all the needs of the family. She prepare all the food, all the clothes, uh, all the place in the proper place. So I really proud of her.
Okay, time is almost up.
আমাদের
Imran,
একটা ক্লাসে যোগ
welcome.
হয়েছে
Hi, Imran. Hi,
কিন্তু এখানে
Imran.
টাকাতে যোগ করতে হয় আমার
Imran, you're audible.
Yes sir, yes ma'am, I'm listening.
Hi, welcome, welcome. We're practicing today speaking activities, so please write down, take some notes and describe a person you admire. You should say who he or she is, how you know him or her, what characteristics this person has, and explain why you admire this person, okay?
Okay, okay.
Cool. Now, I would like you guys to give a feedback to Franklin. So he was speaking, the time was right, he was speaking, and let me open the checklist, I guess it was over here. But what do you think? What was good? What was successful? This is our checklist to follow. Maybe this time Alpha can go ahead. Alpha, what do you think was good, or what do you think should be improved in his speech? Alpha?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so did you hear Franklin speaking? Did you hear Franklin's speech?
Oh, I think Franklin is so good when he explained why he admire his wife. So I think it's good.
Okay, Didik, would you like to give some advice?
Yes, Miss. Mr. Franklin, I think very good about performance. How Mr. Franklin speak about grammar is good. About pronunciation, I think in this time very clear. Yes, Miss. I
Okay.
think enough.
Okay. Now, could you please assess Franklin's speech also? Franklin, you can join. So, did Franklin have an opener? Did he give some background information? Did he have some forewords?
Yes. Okay, I will give some additionals actually.
So Franklin used some opener. He told us when, where he met his wife. He gave all this information, didn't he? What about
Yeah.
answering the question by paraphrasing? Did he paraphrase the question?
Yes.
Franklin?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I got some from Franklin's spoken. Yeah, actually, yeah, that was good. And he also said that he wanted to be her boyfriends like that. But I didn't catch it clearly like that. So I got that he said, "I want to be her boyfriends like that." Uh, yeah, actually, he should say, "I wanted to be," probably like that. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
just
So he
yeah, the
used
connect.
present instead of past. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Cool.
but
Cool.
yes, the correlation is good, I think.
Yeah, he
Yes,
built up a story. Yeah. So he started immediately from the story. He said he asked her out for a date. Okay. So and he also used donkey's years. You said donkey years,
yes,
donkey's. Yes,
that's
Franklin, you
the
said
idiom.
donkey years.
Yes,
That means a long, long time ago, for a long time. That's a nice idiom. Cool. So if we're talking about complex vocabulary, you have a room for improvement, but still you use some idioms. That's good. At least one you definitely have used. And Franklin, do you think you used any fluency markers like cohesive devices like first, second, third?
Still not yet, miss. Still
Not
not yet
sure.
out. Still not come out the first, second, finally. I think it's still hard to manage to control the colorations, the linking words.
Yeah, so you have a room for improvement here again, but if
Mhm.
guys look, also if you know your missing points, you can just add it here. Yes. So for example, actually your first part forwards was perfect. I liked it a lot. I would suggest you to use in your word question. I'm afraid you didn't really use some adjectives. So you said she does this and that, but I didn't hear some adjectives describing her. Did you use it?
I did, Mas. I talk about the rational. I talk about
Rationale. Oh,
the
sorry, I skipped.
rational and
So you
talented
could
in
say
music.
first, you could write down, take a note. First, rationale. So this first will
Okay.
help you to sequence. Okay, if you keep forgetting sequencing, then write it down. Okay.
Okay, Miss. Noted.
So
Noted.
you said she's rational, and what else?
Talented in music.
Talented in music. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so
only two actually.
you need to develop anyway these things. So actually, your first part could be less extended. I'm talking about the balance, but second part could be extended. So how do you prove that she's rational? So rational, remember, you see patient example, talented example, considerate example. So for every point, you need to build up maybe not a mini story, but at least some proof. You need to explain us why you think that she's rational. Give us example to believe you. And at the end, did you sum it up? Did you say why she's why do you admire her?
Uh, I said I'm proud of her. The only one sentence. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for everything that she done.
Uh-huh. And how did you introduce this? I mean, which cohesive device have you used? Have you used
Mm,
anything? You could say overall,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, forgot.
If
Overall, yes.
you forget it, finally, in a nutshell, so if you keep forgetting these phrases, it's okay to take notes. That's totally fine. Just especially at the beginning when you practice and you know that you keep forgetting it. So just take a note, write down first, write down second, write down finally, and your speech will be much, much better. Okay? So,
Thank you, Miss. Thank you.
you're welcome. My pleasure. Okay, now who's going to be next? Didik, is that you?
Okay, I will try.
Okay,
Start, Miss.
Didik speaking, 1 second, and Alpha Imran Franklin is listening because you're going to then give some feedback, okay? Okay,
Okay.
guys.
Okay, Miss.
Cool. Okay, so Imran,
Let.
are you there,
Okay, I
Imran?
will try.
All right, so maybe it's not reachable at the moment. Okay, so let's get started. Please start speaking now.
Yes. Let me introduce one person that I admire in my life. She is my mom. I am very close to my mom because I was born from her. I was educated from my parents, especially my mother when I was a child. Some characteristic of my mom: kindly, patient, and always give me motivation. And one thing I still remember, my mom taught me that our God is powerful. So don't worry and be happy. Our God never give us problem that we couldn't overcome. Then I can be better person or independent person because some word from my mom. Every day I remember her and never forget her every my life. When I had a problem, my mom tried to give me some solution. She could overcome my problem. And now I always look forward to my mom when I get difficult case. Overall, I love my mom. The first person in the world is my mom. That's enough, Miss?
Let me see. Kinda, yeah. You had 20 seconds more to speak, but it's okay. It's fine, totally fine. Okay, I'd like to ask you guys some suggestions, if you can. So Alpha, Didik, Uchuri also, maybe you can give some suggestions to Didik.
Okay, let me say first.
Please, go ahead.
Yes, actually, yeah, I got some from Mr. Didik. Yeah, and yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, I will give some, probably, yeah, some corrections like that, little bit.
Sure, thank you, thank
Mm,
you. Yes, you do a good
yes,
job. Yes, please.
yeah. He said parents like that. That's should be parents with S probably. Yeah, with S like that. Yeah, parents. Yeah, my
You
parents.
mean born
And
when he
yeah,
was born?
yeah. Then guts. Sorry, guts. This is gut.
Yes,
Gut.
God, our God.
Yeah, our guts is powerful. Yes, our gut.
God, God.
Yeah, gut, gut. Yes. Then also she try. Yeah, actually she tries. Yeah, when I have problems, yeah, she tries. Yes, that's
Uh-huh.
the present
In the
simple.
past.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, not try,
she,
tries. Good.
she tries. Yeah, because
Mm,
you said present simple, sir. When I have
yes.
problem, yeah, she tries. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yes, then overall. Yeah, I got not overall, but overall.
Overall. Yeah,
Yes,
overall. Mhm.
overall. Yes,
Very good.
and once again, every like that's probably Alena. Every, not every, but every.
Every.
That's should be clear.
Every. There is a
Yeah,
no. There is a schwa silent sound. Every.
every.
Every
Every.
day.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
every day. Yes.
Yes, I think that's it.
Okay, and I also heard, like you said, motivation. Motivation. It's motivation. Can you say that, please? Motivation.
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 Not vision.
Motivation.
Be careful, guys. Don't say jn, motivate, and then it's shin, motivation.
Motivation.
Perfect.
Motivation.
Motivation.
All right, very good. And let's practice with overall. Overall.
Overall.
Overall.
Overall.
Overall.
Okay. Okay, that one was good. Imran, it's okay that your connection is poor. Don't worry, dear. Okay, so right, and so in terms of pronunciation, you have a room for improvement here too. Yeah, you need to work on some sounds. As for opener, I think that your opener was quite fine. You did have an opener and forwards. You forgot to paraphrase. You said admire. It's okay too because you are inspiring. I mean, for band six, actually paraphrasing should be done. So let me introduce you. The person I admire is okay, but you could say also I'm fond of. I worship. Um, what else? I was giving you some other examples today. Can't recall. Anyway, use different tenses. You try to use different tenses. Surely. Uh, just that we can't overcome. I'm just. You said we couldn't overcome. Like God tells us that something that we couldn't overcome. God doesn't give us that we couldn't overcome. That we can't present. Yes, could is the past. So God doesn't give us things that we can't overcome. Next, I think there was something that about your mom. You said that she could overcome my problem. So she could help you overcome your problem. She doesn't actually, it's your problem. Nobody else can overcome it. So, but someone can help you overcome it. So you can say she could help me overcome my problem. Of course, we need to work a little bit more on complexity of your vocabulary, but it will come in time. Don't worry. And you try to link it, which is good. Yes, you said overall you try to link it. So structure is nice. It is quite logical. So that's I mean you understand what is asked from you. You right now you need to develop your general English. So what I see, you really totally get what I tell you, like absolutely. So you try to follow everything, but your missing point is your grammar and vocabulary, because your grammar and vocabulary is now like band 5 something, and you need to study hard to get band 6. Just because of that, um, you will struggle to get band 6. Okay, so learn some general English, learn several words every day. What else? Learn some grammar, and your grammar should be consistent. Okay. Didik?
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Miss.
You're
Some advice for me. From
you're
me.
welcome. You're
For
welcome.
me. Yes.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Anytime. Alpha, I would like to listen to you and then to Imran. So let's listen everyone to Alpha.
Okay, Miss. I will try. Okay, I will tell you guys about someone I admire. I admire my mom so much. I've known my mom since I was born, but I didn't know her well. When
Alpha,
okay, Miss,
continue,
I'll
please.
I'll try again. Okay, guys, I will tell you about someone that I admire so much. I admire my mom because I know my mom since I was born, but I didn't know when I was born actually because I was too young to understand something around me. My mom is a very kind-hearted one because she always take care of me and the whole family. She is very joyful also and very tolerant person because she always talk to me about anything, and sometimes she quick tempered because she but she didn't didn't angry without a reason. Sometimes she
Wrap it up. Just wrap it up, Alpha. Wrap it up, like summary.
okay, but overall my mom is a very kind one, so I admire my mom so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys, who would like to share some ideas about Alpha's speech? Would like to tell who could hear carefully? Anybody? Okay, then let me to do it. Let me do it. So you used some openers? Yes, you did. But you missed the opportunity to use present perfect tense. You said, I know her. If you used, I have known her since birth, that would be much better. Present perfect. I have known someone since. Use present perfect in such kind of cases. You said she take care instead of she takes care. Yes, she takes care of me. You used a couple of nice complex words like tolerant and joyful. That's good. I'm not sure you used the three adjectives, so correct me if I'm wrong. I could pick on only two adjectives that were relevant. You included some markers. You said overall at the end. That's good. I'm not sure also again, did you say first, the second, in somewhere in the middle? Not sure about that, but if you did it, good job. You tried to use different structures, but you missed paraphrasing, I'm afraid. So you need to, again, you said I admire, you could say I'm fond of. Yeah, remember, you need to find a way to paraphrase the asked question. Yeah, so this is what I could find. And you know, when you started your speech, it went on well. You started to rumble a little bit in the body part. So you struggle with examples. You need to learn how to develop your examples. Yeah, so give reasons. And at the end, you said that she's kind, and that's why you admire her. But look, you could say that she's a role model or something like this, or that you understand each other very well, because you talked about, it doesn't sum up your main points. You said that she is joyful. You said that she is, what else you said? Tolerant. So at the end, you need to sum up your previous ideas. So you could say she's a role model because it sums up all what you have said before. Kind is a new variable. It's kind is a new adjective that hasn't been introduced before. I don't know about your essays. Guys, this is same with the essay. Speaking is very correlated. So at the end, you need to sum up what has mentioned earlier. It should include, you should find the word that will include all the previous points. But kind is absolute, it's a new variable. It's something new what you haven't talked about. So it can be your summary. Okay?
Okay, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, but it was all in all nice attempt. Thank you so much. You did a great job. You understand, and you did it. Imran, can we listen to you now? Imran, can we listen to you now? Imran? Imran, can you hear me?
Maybe Imran has problem
I
with
can.
signal, Miss.
Yeah, probably. So in this case, guys, we have 4 minutes, and I will break you up in groups, and you will let me find a nice question for you. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Describe a person you follow on social media, who he or she is, how do you know him or her, what he or she posts on social media, and explain why you follow him or her on social media. That's your cue card. Okay? So I'm copying that here. I'm breaking you up in groups, and you will be practicing first one and then the other person. So you will be in groups of 2. Because Imran doesn't have stable connection as I see. So Alpha.
Yes, Miss.
I will add you to the second breakout room. Yeah. So you will, if I can, of course. Okay, yes, it's moving. Okay, I'm opening the rooms, practicing the rooms there. See you. Click on, I think you need to click on accept button somewhere around your screen now. Alpha joined. Defa and Imran, you need to click somewhere to join the room. Defa, Imran, Buchari. Buchari, you need to click and accept. Imran, Buchari, do you hear me? Can you hear me? Imran can hear me. Buchari, can you hear me? Imran, what happened? Imran left. Buchari, can you hear me? Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes, Miss Alena.
Okay, so guys,
Hi, Miss.
which technique did you use to as for your notes taking? Which technique, mind maps or some other techniques? How did you take your notes today? Franklin, how did you take your
I was
notes?
using I was using the mind map actually,
Ma-
Mas, and what I did, like I write down the first, second, and overall to remind me how to sequence the story.
Was it more useful?
Yeah, I think so. It's really useful.
Okay, very good. Didik, what about you? Which technique did you use?
Yes, I try use mind map to answer the question cue card. I think very useful when we make answer use mapping. But I forgot
Very good.
some
Okay, so
suggestion from you, like overall sequence in addition. Yeah, I forgot. I think Mr. Franklin
so if you forget
still
them,
forgot
write them
too.
down. Note them down before.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so just write them in your preparation cards when you are given 1 minute. Write them in addition, first, etc. So you can score really much better. Thank you guys for joining me today. Would you like to take a picture? If yes, you should turn on your camera.
Ma'am, can I ask you something?
Yes, let's take a picture and then you can stay and ask me a question, sure. Turn on your camera. We'll take a picture. I'll send it to you today again. Franklin, you're upside down. Yeah, that is much better. Okay, smile, everyone. And one more time. Oh, okay. Now, thank you guys for joining me today. You were wonderful. See you on Friday. I need to tell you that we are going to meet on Friday and Saturday from that on. I think that Mr. Buchori is going to share these updates with you. Yes? Will you?
Yes, yes. So I will
Please inform
send
him
Yes,
the
that we are
schedule
meeting
on
on
Friday.
Fridays and
Yes,
Saturdays.
yes. So we have 3
Okay,
times
thank you so
for
much.
IELTS.
Alpha joined us. Alpha, if you want, we can take a picture with you, Alpha. Alpha, if you would like to take a picture, we can take a picture again. Alpha, would you?
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Okay, sorry, Franklin. Imran, one more time. Alpha, your
Okay, ma'am.
video is not on. Alpha, can you turn on your camera?
Yes, maybe she must use the veil, hijab like that.
Oh, all right. Let's not
She
keep
must.
anyone waiting just for a picture. No worries. It's okay. Thank you for coming, Imran. You can stay to ask me your question. Our students, see you later. Bye bye.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, Imran, what was your question?
Ma'am, actually, I am new in this first meeting, and this is my first class. So, and Mustafa sir already know me a long year, a long time, and
Okay, nice to meet
I
you. Now,
I
welcome
I'm
to
not.
class.
Yes, ma'am. And I am not a perfect speaker, but I want to speak in English fluently. And that's it.
It's okay. Don't worry about that. It's okay. It's totally fine. You will improve
He's
in
from
time.
India.
You'll improve in time. Don't worry, Imran.
Okay, ma'am.
Come and join our Friday meeting. It will be again at 9 p.m. So come and join our Friday meeting.
Okay, okay. I will try my level best. Okay.
Okay, guys. See you. See you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See
See you.
you.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Thank
See you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss.
You're welcome.
Okay, ma'am. So now.